everyone, thank you so much for watching again and welcome to this cooking video. Today I am baking Christmas cookies. My mom's Christmas cookies. And these are so good. They just came out of the oven and I am so thrilled to show you how I'm making these. It's super easy and I'm going to share with you the recipe, the secret recipe of my mom. This is her tiny booklet from back in the day. And she used to make everything out of this. So I'm going to share it with you. We're going to bake the cookies and you're going to be very happy with Christmas. Now, just to give you a little background information about my lovely mom. Unfortunately, she's not here anymore. She passed away in 2014 in April due to cancer. And she just loved cooking in general. She always taught me how to bake cookies, how to bake pies and everything when I was a tiny little Nochtli. So I'm just really happy to share these kinds of things with you guys. I always keep everything from her, including this recipe book. So I'm really happy to make this video. You know, it's Christmas and you'd always do that with family, and I just remember her by making these Christmas cookies with you guys today. Okay guys, we're going to start off by checking my mom's book. It's a recipe book and this is so old. As you can see, it's all yellowish. It's really old, and my mom used to write every recipe she really loved in this tiny booklet. So I'm really happy that I still have it. These cookies really remind me of her because she always used to make them for us. So that's what we're gonna do too. I'm just gonna grab the recipe with me. I'm going to put it next to me. I have made this recipe, I think, for 2 times, something like that, but I never knew what to put in. I just did whatever my mom said to do. So we're really going to do this for the first time with you guys. So you will need a tiny bucket for all the ingredients to weigh it and then put it in the bigger bowl and mix everything together. So that's what I'm going to get right now. So just get yourself a tiny bowl and put it on the scale. Now make sure it is on 0 whenever you put it on. Then we're going to start off with the flour. Now I have this one. It's a Dutch one obviously, but you can use anything from your local grocery store. Take 250 grams of this. Okay, and I never managed to weigh it exactly, so I'm going to take a spoon and take a little bit out of it. Okay, just put your flour into the bowl and then we're going to the next ingredient. Okay, so the next ingredient will be sugar. Now you can use brown sugar, white sugar, it doesn't really matter as long as you take whatever you like. Now we're going to take, let me just have a moment. We're going to take 125 grams of this, if I can. Moment. Then again, add this tiny bowl to the big one. Oh, it already smells so sweet. I love the smell of sugar, even though it's really bad for you, but you know, it's okay from time to time. Then the next ingredient, let me check my mom's book. We're going to continue with some butter. I always use roomboter in Dutch. I think it's like the fatty version of butter or something. I don't even know what it is in English though. But just take your butter and it is 200 grams and just add it in whole into your bowl. Now we're almost done with all the ingredients. The last things we're going to add is a tiny sacklet of vanilla sugar. And this thing is a little different. It is sugar, but it's really flavored into a vanilla flavor, obviously. And this makes your house smell like cookies everywhere. I'm not kidding. And it's an amazing smell. So we're going to add 1 whole sacklet into your bowl. And then last but not least, we're going to add 1 egg white. Not the whole egg, just the egg white. And I will show you right now how I'm doing that. It's really easy, and I think this is the best way to do that. Voila. And we're going to throw the egg yellow out. Or egg yolk at that. What kind of word is it? Egg yolk, right? In English. But anyways, dumpster. Now for the last thing, I'm going to take off my ring because it's gonna be a little nasty. Make sure to really wash your hands with soap, make it very clean, and get yourself 2 knives. Then we're going to continue to the last step. So like I said, get yourself just 2 regular bread knives. These are not really sharp. It is just for the butter to cut it. And I'm going to show you how. The only thing you will need to do is like get your knives and swipe them together into the bowl. So you get like tiny bubbles of butter. I think it's best if I just show you, then you know exactly what I mean. So like I said, just put your knives next to each other and swipe them through the butter. Now be very careful with this because you do not want your kitchen to be all floury. And just keep doing this until the butter is really tiny in pieces. There we go. Now make sure to get all the butter off the knife before continuing, because this part might be the most fun part of baking cookies. It's also a little nasty, but it's good to do. So we're having really clean hands, and now all we need to do is mash everything together until it becomes like a tiny bowl of dough, and just have fun with it. It's just really nice to do and dig in. So here we go. And just keep doing this until all the flour and sugar and everything is just mixed together. Now get all the dough off your fingers by just sticking it back on there and form a tiny ball of the dough and keep like, how do you say this? Massage this. In Dutch it's called kneden. Now you've learned the Dutch word. But sometimes it's hard for me to just really translate everything into English because I'm thinking in Dutch and English through each other. So, you know, it can be tricky, but it's working though. So like I said, put all the dough off your fingers onto the dough ball and make sure to massage. And here we have it. We interrupt this program for some very disturbing news. Okay, we are gonna talk about the giveaway because in this video it is obviously a Christmas one and I wanted to give something back to you guys. Going to take the glasses off because that doesn't fit very well, and I have some really cool gifts for you. So the first gift is gonna be this bodysuit, which is really sparkly, so it's perfect for a New Year's Eve or Christmas or whatever you want to celebrate in it. It's a size medium and it has this little buttons on the bottom. So if you would like this one, stay tuned. This is the first present. Then I also have a tiny makeup bag with a lot of cool things in it. And I always get like a lot of PR packages, but I don't always use everything. So that's why I just want to give it away. This is called Jewel Effect. It's like glitter for on your eyes. Then we have a pop socket for on your phone. A nude matte eyeshadow box. This has really nice colors in it. Then we have a eyeshadow. And last but not least, we have a mascara for the false lash effect. So if you would like to win all of this in one package, all you need to do right now is comment down below. Comment something nice, something Christmassy. It doesn't even matter what it is. And let me know how I can contact you through your Instagram or an email. Make sure everything is in there and good luck. And here we have it, our little ball of dough. Now for the next step, make sure to get a little bit of flour and just put it onto your table or wherever you want to roll out the dough. Just because or else it's going to be very sticky. So just put a little bit on there. And then we're going to grab the dough ball we just made and just make sure to stretch it out until it becomes a little bit the size of a sushi roll. And then just roll it out. And I think you can get like a diameter of like 3 centimeters to make it thick enough so the cookies will bake even. So just roll it out very carefully and make sure that the whole roll is more or less the same size. Okay, so now we have the roll. I'm going to wash my hands and we're going to put some sugar. You can use white sugar, brown sugar, whatever sugar you like, palm sugar, onto your table. And then we're going to roll the whole roll through it. So it has like a little tiny cast of sugar whenever it goes into the oven. So like I said, I'm using white sugar, but you can use any sugar you want and just put it on there. And spread it out evenly so you can roll the roll through it. And just gently grab it and push it through the sugar. So it's really getting that sugar coating. And now every time when you roll the roll through the sugar, make sure to push it back just a little, because or else it's going to be too long and too thin for the cookies to actually become a little bigger in the oven. And we don't want that. Now that is done, and all we need to do is put the roll on a plate into the fridge for 30 minutes. So just the dough can be a little bit more hard whenever you're gonna cut it. And the cookies will be a little bit more firm. So I'm going to do that, and in the meantime I'm going to set the oven at 175 degrees Celsius so it has time to warm up, and then we can put the cookies in there. So it's 30 minutes later and I just got my roll out of the fridge, and the dough is a little harder, so that's good. Now, as I'm reading in my mom's book, that this needs to go at, like I said, 175 degrees Celsius in the oven for 25 minutes. So I'm going to get the roll off the plate and we're going to cut it in tiny pieces. Now be very gentle with it. And the knives I always like to use for this is really sharp, but it's really good because then you get like very clean cuts and you get really round cookies. So you can cut the cookies about 1 centimeter wide. So when you've cut them up just like this, we're going to put them on a baking sheet and we're going to place them in the oven for 25 minutes. There we go. Now let's create some magic. Yum yum. Oh my gosh, these cookies. Oh, look how beautiful they are. They turned out so well. I cannot wait to try them, but trust me when I say that you need to let them cool off before eating them. You do not want to burn your mouth, and they taste way better when you do. I know it's hard. We can do this. We can. So obviously, because it's Christmas, my plate needs to look Christmassy. So I just bought some of these napkins which has those tiny leaves on it with the red berries and everything, and it's so cute. So I'm going to pop my cookies on here and then we're going to display them like it's a real cookie show. Cooking show. Cookie show. Yeah. Same thing, right? Okay, here we have it, my mom's secret Christmas cookies, because I've never ever given this recipe to anyone. It's out of her secret book and I'm more than happy that they turned out so well. Oh. Man, if you could smell what I'm smelling at this moment, you would like grab my cookies and run. So I'm about to let these cool off. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little different than normal, but I really like and enjoy making cooking videos. Make sure to join the giveaway and comment down below and give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.